Hello, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for our another Alchemist, How to Become the Alchemist of Your Life series, where we use the tarot to become the alchemist of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence. I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne the God, it will not stop me. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Angel number 23. Make sure you always check out the description box below. There are always additional guidance as well as information about me and honestlysis.com. So I hope that this message finds you guys well. Angel number 41. I'm a little bit behind on my schedule because I had a family emergency. And I'm also, to be completely honest, trying to learn to go into my flows and not trying to be a fucking machine. Just really just respect myself and rest when my body is telling me to rest. So I hope that, whenever this message is finding you, just know it's for you and it's completely timeless. So let's get into it. I'm actually going to do things just a little bit differently. Thought I was, but else. All right, give me one more. I did not think I was gonna do another starseed one, but it looked like I am. Okay, and now I think I know why. So I don't know why I had these turned the other way. Hold on, let me fix this. Sorry, y'all, because for some reason, why this thing has just been like weird lately. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. That should be better. Okay, so this month our message is about vision. It says trust your ability to create the vision in your soul, and I really, really love this so much. I think the message is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like this month, as we've been going throughout this series, the first half of this series, God was really kind of getting our mindset together, really getting us to start thinking differently. And remember, guys, I told you that creation happens in 3 steps. It happens first in the thoughts that you think, then the words that you speak, and then the actions that you take. So I really feel like this second half of whatever is going to be channeled to us is really going to teach us how to really move and act in a way in which we can bring our creations to light. A little bit about the Alchemist series is we're really trying to learn the tools and the principles to become the alchemists of our lives. I kind of use the book, The Alchemist, as our blueprint. And I always, like, whenever I'm thinking about my life, I'm always like, where am I at? Am I in the desert? Am I this? To me, it's just something about that story that is just so true to life. And remember, the way this whole story started because he had that vision. He kept having this dream of him finding this treasure, this vision of him finding the treasure. And so maybe there's a vision that's on your life. Maybe there's a book that you want to write. Maybe there's a movie that you want to create. Maybe there's a clothing line that you want to design. Maybe there's just a business that you want to do or a service that you want to try. Like whatever it is, I feel like what God is saying, you have it within you and you have the tools and the capability to bring it to life. And this month, God is really going to teach us how to do that. The other message contribute to this vision is celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You are truly a gift to the universe. So I feel like right away, what God is just trying to let you know is that one, the reason anything that come across your mind, God wants you to know that you are able to achieve it. He wouldn't put it on your mind if you weren't incapable of doing it. So often, a lot of us, we get these visions or we get these ideas that we want to do. And instead of just taking that baby step to get it done, which is maybe as simple as researching an idea or as trying to actually write the screenplay, get your ideas out there. Instead of just taking that first step and doing or trying to create or trying to bring our vision to light, we shoot ourselves down. We like, oh, well, I don't have a financer, or I don't have any connections. I don't have anybody in Hollywood. Like, we don't even try to make it happen. And I feel like God really wants us to stop doing that. He wants us to really take these creations and take these as a call to action. Like, really take it as serious as this is something that God wants me to do, and go forth and try to bring those things to light. What God is trying to say is that if you know that you are a gift to the universe, if you know that it's your natural birthright to be a creator, because none of us, we all chose to come into this body. None of us chose to come in this body to be a slave, or nobody came into this body. Like, we all had a plan. We all felt like, hey, we're going to go down here and fuck it up, make the world a better place. But what happened is we get into these bodies, and because we're in this physical world, sometimes we forget that we are actually spiritual beings, that we forget that there is a plan for us. We forget that, there's a purpose to our life. And that's why God gives us those visions. That's why God gives us those daydreams and those nudges and those inspiration, and put those people in your life to make you be like, oh, what if? Because he's just trying to remind you that you have a plan, you have a purpose, and if only you would just take those baby steps to get there, know that you are a gift to the universe, know that you are worthy to bring them to light. You will feel so much better. I feel like a lot of us, I feel like what God wants you to know is to set yourself up for success. Like, set yourself up knowing that this is something that you're meant to do. Like, just know in your mind that this is something that God wants you to do. This is a call to action that God wants you to see it through. And if it's something that God wants you to do, or the universe, or whatever words you want to replace there, then you have to know that when it is time, all of the tools, all of the resources are going to fall into place. Yes? Angel number 639. At the center of this reading, God is saying, love, live your truth, share the love that is in your soul. So again, a lot of this is, we have soul twice. God is just trying to remind you that this is what you are here to do. You're not here to be working at a job, at a dead-end job. You're not here to be anybody companion piece, anybody's side piece. Like, you're not here to be a wife and be a mom. Like, even that part. As women, we put so much of our identity into our kids, and we forget, and I don't have kids, but I'm just saying, we put our identity into children, and we forget that those children are their own people. That's why whenever people be like, my kids are my greatest achievement, it makes me cringe, because it's like, you don't own that child. And that's honestly the problem. So many of our parents are trying to take ownership of our lives and trying to steer us instead of just being a guide, because that's all you're here for. You're just here to be a guide to this person. You're here to nurture that soul. But so often our parents, instead of nurturing it, they crush it, and you forget about those things that you had, those ideas and those visions and those dreams that you had as a kid. That's why so many people, you see people who are like 30 years old, and they look old in their face, because they've had so much of their life just crushed out, so many dreams just stumped out, that they just stopped believing. A lot of people don't even believe in love. There are people who genuinely are walking on this earth who do not believe that you can have true love. People really believe hoes are winning. People really believe, you can't be soft. You can't be vulnerable to people. People are really operating like that. And love is really the most powerful thing there is. Love trumps fear every time. I don't know how we have somehow gotten ourselves in this world to where people think that, being an asshole and being a mean and being aggressive is how you get something done. But that shit ain't cute. That don't get anything done. I don't know about you, but if somebody's rude to me or they have a nasty ass attitude, especially in a work environment, I don't want to work for you. Like, I don't even want to be bothered with you. Like, that's not cute to me. I was just recently watching Black Love, and Bill Bellamy said something that I thought was so profound. And he said, we all have to submit to peace. We all have to submit to love. The reason why you don't want to go after your dreams, or the reason why you're nervous to go after your dreams, is because you don't feel like you're worthy to live that type of life. You look at, the Jades and the Drakes and the Ava DuVernays and all of those people, even Kid Fury and Crystals. Like, you look at all those people and you feel like, oh, that's them, that can never be me. But why not? Why can't it be you? Why would God put this vision on your mind if it wasn't for you to go after it? If it wasn't for you to do? Because you love it, right? It makes you excited, right? It speaks to a truth in your soul, right? The reason why God is saying it's so important for you to go after your visions, the reason why it's so important for you to understand that the universe and God and spirit, like, they're all working for you. We all need each other in this world. The reason why the world can be in chaos is because you refuse to bring that idea that would spark that other idea that would bring everything into balance. That's how serious it is, but we don't take our dreams that seriously. Why? Why is that? Why don't we take it as though that is the answer that we're looking for? You're praying and you're praying and you're praying, but what if that vision is the prayer? What if the vision that you have, that idea that you have, what if that is the answer to your prayer? Because you don't think it is? The reason why this is so important is because God is saying your vibration is being raised to a higher level. You are connected to the cosmos intelligence. What God is saying is that the reason why you're having those visions, like, God wouldn't even, again, he wouldn't even put it in your mind if it wasn't possible. The reason that he's putting in your mind to let you know that it's in reach. You may not actually be at that vibration, because if you were at that vibration, then that manifestation will come into your life. But he's telling you, hey, you can do this. Even if your life don't look like it, even if you don't see how it's possible, you can do this. But again, it starts with you doing it. And it's not just the you thinking it. It's not just you, oh, okay, I want it. I want it to happen. Okay, make it happen. Put a plan to action. Faith without works is dead. You got to do something, right? Underneath all this, God is saying, take a moment to connect through quiet reflection and meditations. If you're confused, if you don't understand, the answers is not out here. The answers is not on YouTube. And honestly, the answers is not even me. I'm just trying to guide you. I'm trying to even affirm something to you. If this is agreeing with you and it's touching to you, great. But that's because it's something already inside of you that know that's a truth for you, right? We got to stop giving our power away, because the power, the confirmation, it comes from inside of us. Nobody else can give you that confirmation. So God is saying, if you want to understand how to bring that vision to life, or even if you want to see it clearer, God is saying, take time to meditate. And again, this don't have to be you sitting cross-legged and being like, like, it ain't got to be like that. It can be as simple as you doing yoga. It can be as simple as, one night you roll up, have you a little glass of wine, you turn your lights off, light yourself a candle, listen to some music. That's the form of meditation. As you're washing your dishes, you're listening to the music. That's a form of meditation. As you're walking your dog and you're listening to music, that's a form of meditation. Or you can just simply do sleep hypnosis tracks. But what God is trying to say is that the reason why you're confused, the reason why you don't trust your ability, is because you're not connected to your source. You're not connected to him. You're not realizing that you have this direct relationship with him. He wants you to understand that these people that you keep putting on a pedestal, the reason why you are so drawn to them is because it's something inside of you. And if only you would take that moment to tap into your own resources, tap into your own soul, and listen to yourself, you can easily bring these visions to light. But it's not going to look right. You have to make a decision that I'm going to see this vision through. And if you make that decision to see that vision through, know that the universe is on your side. Know that you're doing this because it is aligning you with your soul purpose and your truth, right? Know that you're doing this to not only help raise your own vibration, but to help raise the vibration of the planet. The reason why God is giving you this vision is because you need a benchmark. See, the thing about us college students is we're so used to having somewhere to go. We go through grades through 1 through 10, 1 through 5, and then we graduate, and then we go to middle school, 6 through 8, and then we graduate, and then we go to high school, and then it's 12. It's so easy to do that because we have somewhere to go. But then it's like once we're out of high school, for some of us, once you're out of high school, you're just in the world. And it's like, okay, so what do I do? For some of us, after we get out of college, it's like now we're in the world. So what do I do? What's my new benchmark? What is my new thing to work towards? And God is saying the thing that you work towards is that vision. That vision that you have, that is your graduation. That is your 4 years in college. But for some reason, we don't think about it like that. When you go through school, you don't just come out that motherfucker and be like, oh, yep, I got a bachelor's as a freshman. No, you had to take 4 years of college in order to get that bachelor's, right? To get that master's, you had to at least put in 2 years or a year and a half in order to get that master's, right? But why don't you apply that same methodology to your visions? You getting frustrated because your your year one, you're not seeing the results that you want. How long do you know that take? How much time do you think this vision take? How do you know how long it takes? You don't, right? So you have to submit to a higher power, and you have to just appreciate where you are. You have to celebrate the achievement of just having the vision, of just having somewhere to go, because a lot of people, they don't even have a vision. A lot of people they're so lost. They're so stuck in this world that they don't even have an idea of where they want to go. They don't even have an idea of who they are. But yet you have a glimpse of who you could be, and you're ignoring it. You don't even see the blessing in that. And that's the problem. Angel number 1701. You don't see the blessing in just having a vision and just having something to work towards. God is saying you got to stop. You got to see the blessing in your life. All right, God, clarify this message of vision, celebration, love, vibration, and meditation. What are you trying to get us to understand about seeing the blessing and just celebrating, the fact that we have these visions, celebrating the fact that we have the ability to live out our truth? Like, that's a blessing. It's a blessing to be yourself in this world. And I had to I had to make a mindset shift. Like, you know what? At 32, for me to still think the way that I think, I still dream like I'm a kid in my eye. That's a blessing, because the world didn't stump out my light. The world didn't stop me from dreaming. The world didn't take that from me. It's a blessing I'm so sensitive that I don't, that I can't, I see certain things and I'm affected by it. It's because I'm not numb. I'm not a fucking zombie. I care. That's a blessing. This world is trying to get us to feel like feelings are a weakness, but it's a fucking gift. Your emotions are letting you know that you're alive. That you actually give a fuck about what's going on. Because so many people don't give a fuck. And again, you don't see the blessing in that. You see it as a curse. Oh, why can't I just be like everybody else? Why you want to be a fucking zombie? That's the problem. Right here, what God is trying to say is the reason why this message is so important and He needs you to bring these visions to light is to help Mother Earth. This card of Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Y'all think that the coronavirus just came out of nowhere? We keep acting like we're not living on a living, breathing being, and we're going to get kicked the fuck off this motherfucker. I don't know about y'all, but I've been looking at the people who really got affected by this, and I'm like, I wonder if vibration, it feels like energy got something to do with some of this. It feels like Gaia was like, you know what? Y'all don't want to treat me right. I'm going to kick your ass off here. If you don't want to take care of me, if you are not here contributing to making me better, I'm going to kick your ass up off of here. I'm going to make it rough for you. That's the thing. You have to pick a side, because either this time that we're in a time of great change. I told you guys, we are in a time of transition of power. The changing of guards. The first becoming the last. That's where we're in. And either this is going to be the most exciting time of your life or the scariest fucking time of your life. You hear what I'm saying? That's why God is saying you need to tap into a power that's bigger than you, because shit's about to start going down. Because we're going through a transition of power. And I'm not saying that to be scary or to get you nervous, but that's why God is saying either you going to be for the advancement of this culture and for this planet, or you are going to be on the other team fighting upstream for survival. It's changing. That asshole shit is not going to work. That leeching, trying to use people shit is not going to work anymore. Those people who solely know how to exist by living off of others, the energy of others, gonna be waking up. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, because I don't even... Page number 1219. All right, guys, last shuffle. Clarify this message of vision, celebration, love, vibration, meditation. How can we help? How do our visions help the betterment of the planet? How do sharing our truth and believing in the power of love help rise the vibration of the planet? And why is it so important for us to go into meditation at this time? Make it as clear as possible. All right, last shuffle. I just want it to come out. That's kind of insane. That's a little insane. Okay, all right. So the first card that came out, angel number 2220, was the Ace of Wands. And that's why God is saying this vision is a gift from God. We see it's a cloud. We see a hand out the cloud. I don't know about y'all, but I think my God is a black woman, because who else is that name nurturing? Anyways, so this is God is saying it's a fresh new start, a fresh new passionate beginning, a moment of enlightenment. So this idea that you came, it just hit you like a ton of bricks, and it just made you feel like, this is it. It was the answer to those prayers. And that's why God is saying it's important for you to see this vision through. God is asking you to, as you are seeing this vision through, to know that you are the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a woman who is very grounded in her sexuality, a woman who is very grounded in standing in her power. She's a woman who's about her money. She's someone who's not afraid to rule her kingdom. And she's also someone who is not afraid to do the hard work. She's not afraid to put her time in. She's not afraid to do what needs to be done in order to get to that Queen of Pentacles. She knows that in order to make that pinnacle, it took time, effort, and focus. And so what God is saying, know that just because you got that vision, there it go. I knew I was going to be able to use that line. The vision is free, but the grind is sold separately. So what God is saying is that, yes, you got that vision, but now it's on you. We keep forgetting, yes, God can help us. A lot of us, we keep thinking that God is just literally going to come in, pop in, do some Harry Potter shit, and pop out of our lives. But no, God is way more smoother than that. Like, he don't operate that way. He guides us through our visions, the whispers that we get in our life. So what God is saying, as you have this fresh new start that are going to let you be able to have this, I see property. I see it's like it's going to take you to a new land. I also feel like it may be some travel involved, that you may leave your current place. Like this idea is just going to like completely transform your world. It's going to take you to a new reality. Passionate new start is something that you always want to do, right? God is saying, as you know, as you move through this process to bring this vision to light, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take your focus. So God is saying, as you are going through this, angel number 2440, just keep celebrating yourself. Just keep celebrating the small baby steps. Celebrate every single thing that comes to you. Every time somebody subscribes to my channel, I am so excited. And I say to myself, one soul at a time, one person at a time, because eventually that one person, and that, it's just like a penny. Eventually you'll pick up one penny and another penny, and you'll look up and it'll be 100 people. What God is saying, don't be discouraged when you get 1 like or 2 likes. He says, celebrate it all. Celebrate when you're able to connect to anybody, because eventually you'll look up and you'll be in a brand new reality, ruling yourself, ruling your kingdom. So know that you are a gift to the universe. And by you seeing out your vision, it is a gift to the universe. Like you're doing what you're supposed to do. God is saying, as you are on this road to bringing your visions to life, remember to keep love at the center of it all. God is saying, move away from anybody, any type of situation that is no longer serving you. People who have a lot of conflict, people who, like you just get around them and it just like feels like it's like a dark cloud of them. Like it's just, just constantly negative. Like God is saying, move away from that, because again, we are vibrational beings, and just because you got that vision, you still have to rise yourself up to that vibration in order to bring that vision to light. Remember back here with our celebration with the Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at it. She's putting her time, her focus, and her energy into this pinnacle. And so God is saying, you're not going to have the time to deal with a lot of conflict and a lot of chaos. But what God is saying, as you're moving away from those people, deal with the emotions. You see, it's a lot of blue in this card. It's a lot of water. Deal with the emotions. Deal with like what these situations is teaching you. There's also swords here, which dealing with communication. So God is saying, think about like what having those toxic people, moving away from them, like how, like, for one, you attracted those people in your life. So it's like, how did you communicate, or how was you moving to attract that? And make sure that as you're moving away, that you don't keep that same energy with you. God is saying, move away from it, bless it, and completely transmute your emotions. If you're able to do that, that is how you're able to rise to a new vibration. That is where you will start being able to see some of the small manifestations come in. The Ace of Pentacles, again, as we keep seeing all of this is God. Like it literally is like on one side and then come out on the other. God's giving you the wand. Now he's giving you the pentacle. What God is saying is, as you are bringing this vision to light, it's teaching you how your passion is able to manifest in the reality. That's why God's saying it's so important for you to see this vision through, because once you realize how you can bring that one vision and bring it to life, it's going to completely bring you into a brand new cycle. It's going to completely change the way that you move. The reason why we actually had this, I'm going to go back to the Ace of Pentacles, but the reason why this Wheel of Fortune came out reversed is because you're not taking that time to meditate. You're not taking that time to go in. Remember what I was saying at the beginning of the reading, tapping into who you truly are, tapping into your source energy. And because you're not doing that, you're not being able to see those manifestations, and that's why you're discouraged. You can't, again, it says faith is, what is it? Faith is knowing without evidence, right? Knowing without evidence that it is so. The problem is you want to know that it's going to be okay without even taking the first step. And God said it's not going to work that way. Back here with the vibration, we see that, look at this. This is just the passionate start, right? This is just the first idea. This is, if we think about the Alchemist, this is just him going to talk to the lady about the vision, and her saying, yes, you should go do this vision. This is something that you should do. This part is him. I feel like this is him after he's came out of the desert, like after he was able to see that just by him, like he was able to make the wind blow. So now he's starting to see his power. Now he's starting to see how his passion was able to manifest all these new realities in his life. Angel number 2929. And so that's what God is trying to get you to understand. The vision, it first comes in, again, the creation happens in 3 steps. So now that you have that vision that came to light, now that you are moving and speaking in a way of love, that's where you'll be able to get this manifestation. That's when your vibration rise and you meet the occasion. You feel me? Are you understanding what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to understand that the vision is just the first step. But after you get the vision, you have to move in a way knowing that that vision is yours, knowing that that vision was actually a gift to the universe. And now it's your job to put your time, effort, and attention into bringing it about. It's your job to, whenever anything arises, when you have to make a choice, always moving in a direction of love, always moving away from the chaos, always moving away from the things that would take you away from your vision, right? Speaking and moving in that way, right? If you do that, you raise your vibration and you're able to obtain that physical manifestation. Angel number 3040. Once you're able to obtain that physical manifestation, you will be able to be in a new cycle of life because now you see that you can bring your visions to life, right? All right. Really quickly, God, give us a tool that we can use to really help us understand this cycle of bringing visions to life and why it's just so important to understand that the vision is the answer to our prayers. Why is it so important for us to understand, to put our energy and our focus and our attention into it? Also, God, what is so important about us raising our vibration, like for us to move into a new cycle? Just give us a vision that we can use to really, really tie this message in. Give us 1 or 2 cards, God. Thank you in advance. I will praise success whenever I see it. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak what do feel good to you, then you will come into alignment not only about the important subject of money, but about every physical aspect in your experience. And so I feel like for some of you guys, this idea that you have is something that is going to allow you to change your profession. It's going to change the way that you make money. And I feel like God, he always deals with us on this money level first, because money is just how our world operates, right? And so if we can get out of living paycheck to paycheck, if we can just learn to trust God to take care of our day to day, which is, you know, providing for us, being able to have a home, if we can start trusting God for that, again, this passionate new star, if we can trust him for that, then we'll be able to trust him for the bigger things. Then we'll really be able to, you know, once you're able, and I feel like for some of you, it's like once you're able to get out of, I feel like you in a job that you don't want to be in, once you're able to get yourself out of that, then you'll be able to really see like, okay, the sky is the limit and it's time for me to really step into my power of being the alchemist. Because that's what he's just trying to teach you. This is how you become the alchemist of your life. God is saying, whenever I am attracting good, remember at the center of this reading was love. Whenever I am attracting good, I am feeling good. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust that the way you feel as an indicator as to which side of the subject, which is really 2 subjects, you are really on. Whether it is the subject of money or the lack of it, or health or the lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one, always when you are feeling good, you are in a place of attracting good. So that's why God is saying it's so important for you as you're going throughout this journey of bringing this vision to light to really focus in on where you're trying to go, to really move away from the chaos so that you can truly manifest the life that you want. God is also saying that it's so important for you to not, remember, she's completely focused on bringing her things to life. Angel number 3411. The reason why it is so important for you to just stay focused on where you're going and not to hate on other people is because it can, again, what you what you give your attention to is what you attract into your life, right? This is what God wants you to understand. So whenever you see anybody doing something and it brings up this emotion in you, I don't want you to ignore it. I want you to be like, you know what? I like, say for the Kardashians, like, okay, well, I wouldn't use my money that way. I would use my money for X, Y, and Z. Like, just switch it. Don't hate on anybody. Just really praise success whenever you see it. Always know that, always choose love. Always submit to peace. And know that as you keep focusing on the things that you want to be able to bring about, focusing on your creations, and focusing on love, then you will be able to easily rise to the occasion. There's no need to worry about the next step because it will naturally come because it will attract to you. To double down, God is saying I can always pivot from feeling bad to good. As you look for a better way to approach whatever you are giving your attention to, as you continue to ask yourself from what your ever-changing vantage point. So remember your vibration, because we're a vibrational being. What is it that I do want? Eventually you will stand in a very pleasing place for what you cannot continually ask yourself what it is that you do want without the point of attraction beginning to pivot in that direction. The process will be gradual, but your continued application of the process will yield wonderful results only in a few days. So that's what God is trying to get you to understand, is that this is going to take time. Like, it's not going to be a quick, easy scheme. Like, God wants you to really, commit to it. Like, you have to commit to bringing this vision to life. If you commit to this life of bringing your visions to life and becoming the best person that you can be, then you'll be able to easily rise and bring anything to life. Okay? I'm going to stop talking. Again, I feel like this message is necessary because he wants you to bring you in balance and not to worry so much about, how's it all going to happen? It's no need for you to worry about what's going to happen. All you need to do is just focus on taking those tiny steps and knowing that it's going to happen. Commit to the process no matter how long it takes. I'm going to end this message with a work your light oracle. And then I'll let you guys go. God, clarify this message of vision, celebration, love, vibration, and meditation. What are you trying to get us to understanding about trusting our vision, about putting our energy and focus into bringing our visions to light, about moving away from chaos so that we can rise our vibration and really, truly become the alchemist of our lives? What do you want us to know about this? Clarify this message of praising success whenever we see it. And whenever we are feeling good, we are attracting good. A lot of stuff about feelings, a lot of stuff about emotions, a lot of stuff about passion. Now I see why Will Smith was so passionate when he's like, just make a choice. Because it's so true. Just make a fucking choice. All right. One card, God. I'll take one popper. If not, last shuffle. Last for the popper. Last. All right. Thank you. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Angel number 3747. That is what we are doing, people. God is trying to teach us how to do it. And the way that we're going to do it is by dancing with life. Do something to change your energy. I kind of want to read both. So birthing a new world is a activation card. And I want to say I may have actually read this already, but we're still going to read it. Angel number 2826. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Well, that makes sense because this is all about visions. Often our path is exactly the one we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than what we possibly could hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creation seems to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidate us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now we're in a transition period between ages. In process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new one to rise, like diving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead. We need to release old identities and ways that are no longer serving us, using our intuition as a compass. You are a part of a group of souls who have been incarnated at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. Dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, essence, priests, witches, mystics, healers, seekers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from the past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. All right. So, guys, just look at the card and just touch and agree with me as I say this. I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please show me the way. Ashe, angel number 4020. And then the last card that we're going to read is Dance with Life. And this is actually an action card, I want to say. What is that? Yep, it's an action card. So this is giving you something to do. I love that. Angel number 40, angel number 4040. So it's like God is telling you now that you have your vision, he's giving you an activation to actually bring that vision to life. And now here's an action, a physical action that you're going to take. God really wants you to understand you have to take actions. The vision is free. The hustle is sold separately. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of the flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, excuse me, some of y'all got some stuff to say. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to move by your intuition, which is connected with this systematic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift your energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. And you cannot attract a different experience without first changing your energy first. It is time to shift things up and find a way to dance along with life. Do something to change your energy. So guys, I will leave you with that. Your tool, your homework, your call to action, your charge, your mission, if you so choose to take it, is to do something new and to actually bring those visions to light and commit to bringing this earth and bringing these visions to life. It's time to become the masters of our life and to birth a brand new age. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this message, please give me a thumbs up. If not, at least give me your key takeaways. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you. And never, ever, 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 ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Where the money reside. That's where we going, y'all. Where the money reside. Where the money reside. Why I get so hype at the end? I don't know. Anyways, engine number 4325. Bye.